The whole Quran is stolen from other pre-existing sources, especially from the Bible. All prophets in the Quran are also in the Old Testament. Do you know that there are Christian poems in the Quran? There's emoji here. I do not know what poem is that. So, of course, this is already a conclusion, right? So, the statement here is saying that the whole Quran is stolen from other pre-existing sources, especially the Bible. Of course, when he said the whole Quran, there is interesting claim, right? If you say many things or core things, that's one claim. But when you say the whole Quran, it's quite easy to rebuttal that one, because if you just show one that is not from pre-existing sources, then your whole statement collapse, right? But I assume he want to say that many things in the Quran is stolen from pre-existing sources, especially the Bible. Now, all prophets in the Quran are also in the Old Testament. I'm not sure whether this is correct. I assume before something like this, but when I see the first prophet is Adam alayhi salam, or Adam, many Christians says that no, that Adam is not a prophet. So, if that is true, I'm not sure whether this Jesus is the way user is believing Adam is a prophet or not. But if I'm not sure whether this statement says all the prophets are in the Old Testament, regardless of whether in the Old Testament they are prophet or not. I'm not sure, because when I first read, I assume I thought that this all prophet is also the prophet, but here maybe not prophet, right? Because Adam is mentioned in the Old Testament, but not considered as prophet, I guess. But then it's not the same then. But anyway, so my comment to this is, have you heard of the saying correlation does not imply causation? Because I have heard a lot from Christians that always say that because there are parallel or there are similar stories, this must be from that, right? That's the preconceived notion or conclusion is already in their mind. So I would just like to say, have you heard of correlation does not imply causation? Because whenever you have correlation, there does not imply necessarily it is caused by that, right? Yes, but what do you mean by it in this case? Just because it tells about the same prophets doesn't mean that one take or caused from the other. And then suddenly he replied, oh, so that means that all the names are completely the same by chance, lol, or laugh out loud, right? And then this laughing until the tears come out, right? Please don't be so ignorant. So I'm not saying this, but he suddenly thought I'm saying this. I'm thinking, why would God reveal stories that are already revealed and written down in the Bible? It doesn't make any sense, right? Okay, so I have two things to address. One is, so this means all by chance, so this is mocking me, right? Oh, so you're saying this is totally by chance. And second, why would God reveal something that is already in the Bible? So who says it is by chance? So that's the first, meaning I didn't say that. I didn't say it's by chance, right? Because it can be that both are from the same source, but one is already distorted, something missing, etc. But it still have the elements from the source, but this is also from the source that is original from the source. So hence, it's not weird to see that there are many parallels, many similar things, etc. Because originally both come from the same source, even though this one is not really the same as the same original message anymore, but still many elements are still in there, right? So that can be an explanation. You cannot just simply say my statement only mean that it can be by chance. I'm not even saying that. And then to this question, why would God reveal stories that are already revealed and written down in the Bible? It doesn't make sense. Really, it doesn't make sense. One logical reason that it can be as such, meaning that the need for God to tell those stories, is that one logical reason is that the stories had been distorted and need to be straightened out. That would make perfect sense, right? Meaning, had it been that case, right? Meaning, had it been that whatever story is told in the Bible is already missing things or distorted, etc. So it just makes perfect sense for God to reveal the story back again in its original and pure form, and it's without any distortion, for example, right? So that's logical, right? That's logical. I'm not forcing you to accept that this is distorted or whatever. I'm saying that there's a logical reason for you to see it logical, for it to see it as being logical, right? And I haven't had any reply from there yet. So yeah, what do you think about the topic that is being claimed here, that Quran is taking from the Bible? And of course, Christian always say this, right? But I'm not sure whether, because in their mind, in the worldview, there's no other possibility about the Bible, hence something like that, right? And maybe it is shaped by the fact that Bible is authored by men, so when they see any other holy books, it must be from men as well, right? So they impose that preconceived notion that the Quran must be from men. And where can this man get this information other than copying from the previous book, right? I think that is their logic. But the Quran never claimed to be written by a man, right? So yeah, anyway, what do you think? Thank you for watching. See you next time.